are the future, we are the dream, we are the nation, we are part of this. Yes, we are so amazing, that's the least we shall be. At the heart of the nation, changing history.
The future of our nation and the future of our continent are faced daily with several challenges ranging from education to health to security. Take a walk through Nigeria's commercial capital, Lagos, and you'll see young children begging for alms on the streets or selling their futures away on trays of groundnuts. Because of this and many more, I started StayInSchoolng initiative in 2012. Now, StayInSchoolng initiative is a community-led education intervention project that seeks to reduce the number of out-of-school children in Nigeria, one child at a time and one community at a time. Now, we decided to go community-led because outside of the family, there is a larger family that the children are born into and the children growing, and that is the community. And educating a community is another way of relieving that community of poverty, bringing them out of the current situation they find themselves. Now, we StayInSchoolng, we currently work in 4 communities. We're in 3 communities in Lagos, Ijora Badia. We have Idoluwo Ile, the riverine village in Ojo local government, and Ichigo. And then in Abuja, we have Kuruduma village. Now, with these communities, the question we ask when we step into any of them is, why are the children not in school? So StayInSchoolng is not a one solution fits all kind of project. It's a community by community project, answering the questions why these children are not in school. So for instance, in Kuruduma in Abuja, the children are not in school because the nearest public primary school is 40 minutes on foot to, and then 40 minutes back. And then the youth surmounts these children to 80 minutes of walking every day, all in the name of education. So we sat down and looked into the private schools in the community and we approached them for a discount. And because of that, we've enrolled about 50 children into 3 private schools in Abuja. So there are different challenges. In some other communities, they're not in school because they have to sell for their parents. So we provide feeding in school and all of that. So we have different solutions we've tailored across the 4 communities we currently work in. And in total, we have enrolled 200 children successfully into 11 primary schools across Lagos and Abuja. Now, outside of educating these children, we are also charged with the task of educating their parents, where their parents or caregivers for those who are orphans, as we work mostly with orphans and vulnerable children. Now, educating them involves sensitizing them on the need for primary education, which is a critical determining factor in the life of every child. I, for one, think it's a crime for any Nigerian child, an African child, a child in the world, not to have access to primary education because it is basic. It opens the child's mind to a world of different opportunities. So we sensitize them on why their children have to go to school. And in the coming months, we're starting skill acquisition programs where we can teach these mothers how to fish rather than giving them fish all the time, because StayInSchoolng only caters for primary school. And as a fallout of all of our interactions with the communities, we've seen that there is a need to further help these children beyond primary education. As a result of that, we launched Cradle to Career last month. Now, Cradle to Career is a merit-based project that aims to help the best graduating children in these communities, either in StayInSchoolng project or outside, but best graduating students in these communities, to take them from primary school, primary 6, till they get to their career. Now, this is a much broader project, and because of the amount of funds we require, we're currently partnering with Aura's House. It's a non-for-profit organization in Rome, and PassNowNow.com in Nigeria. PassNowNow.com will be our official examiners. They will administer a scholarship exam, and from there we'll have a short list of children to be enrolled into this project come September this year. Now, outside of StayInSchoolng, I also do several community-led projects because I work as a brand consultant and I consult on education, health initiatives, etc. Now, one of such projects that I consulted on is GrowFM. Now, it's a behavioral change campaign that was championed by Unilever Nigeria, and till date it is the largest scalable African behavioral change project. Now what it aims to do, or what it is doing, is inculcating in public primary school children 3 new behaviors. Now, to brush teeth twice daily, to wash hands on 5 occasions, and to eat balanced diets. Now, these 3 behaviors came out of several statistics we've gotten. So for instance, after India, Nigeria has the highest number of children dying from diarrhea in the world. Now, if you look at the Nigerian health system, diarrhea is the 2nd leading cause of death amongst our children, only after malaria. And one of the proven simplest ways to reduce these figures is hand washing, because our hands are first contact with germs. So we've gone into 7 states over a 2-year period and over 30 communities where we're sensitizing these children on how to wash their hands, why they should wash their hands, and how to wash their hands properly. We're also teaching them how to eat balanced diets, because we have different statistics. 26% of Nigerian children have stunted growth. It just keeps going on and on, and the statistics is very worrisome. I started StayInSchool after my encounter with several communities on the Union Level Schools program. Now, I had gone into each of these communities with a total different figures. So we had gotten number of children in public primary schools from SUBEB. And from SUBEB we moved to local government, we got a different figure. The figure keeps dropping like a day. From there we moved into the schools and then into the classrooms, and I realized that the figures are very different. Now I got inquisitive and began to ask questions. Why are we supposed to have 2,000 children in your school, and then when I get into the classroom I'm seeing only 700? I got different stories, how children have to go and sell to help their parents, how they cannot afford school uniforms, and without school uniforms they're not allowed into school. Different reasons. And I see these children in school, some of them struggle to come into school. Some are barefoot, some come with nylon bags and school bags, some have tattered uniforms with lice all over their hair. You see that there is a struggle for them to come to school. I sat down in my office and I decided I had to do something. We are the change, we are the future. How do we impact the generation coming after us? What will posterity say about us after we have left? And I started StayInSchoolng. I spoke to a couple of friends. And here we are, 2 years after, we have 200 children enrolled in school. And the story of many of these children just keep us going. The story of one young man has changed my life. Now, his name is Ayuba. Ayuba is a 5-year-old boy. He lives in Pataraibo in Osun State. Now, Ayuba schools under the trees. And the amazing thing is, despite the fact that there is no building, when it rains it comes pouring, Ayuba comes to school every day. Ayuba's mother had to save for 2 months to make a Vaco Super Sack school bag for him. He's not deterred. You see him coming to school daily. Now, what StayInSchoolng has been able to help Ayuba do is to understand why he has to be in school, and then provide other educational materials for him to continue to go to school daily. So first of all, understand English, and then afterwards improve his life. Because of the likes of Ayuba out there, we will continue to help impoverished, disadvantaged and vulnerable children, because the future lies in their eyes. I am Tricia Ikponmwonba. I'm a brand consultant, I'm a change activist, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an African, and I am the future.
The future has come.